Hey, I'm Nina, and I'm putting together a little summer capsule wardrobe. I'm shooting for like about 20 pieces total, including shoes, and it's mostly because I'm moving right now, and so I need to really like down select into like the most essential clothes that I'm going to be wearing over the next few weeks while everything else gets packed up. And I thought this would also be like a fun way to try a little mini capsule wardrobe, mix together a few different pieces and just like a different way to kind of think about the kind of core staple pieces in my wardrobe. So first I'll just like talk about and try to find all the pieces I want to pack. And then maybe while I'm talking, I'll like show you some of the outfits that I have kind of envisioned with these different pieces. And I'm shooting for at least 20 outfits with the 20 pieces. And honestly, maybe we'll do a couple more outfits, a couple less pieces, we'll see. But yeah, so let's just get into the little capsule. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is bags because that's the easiest and they're already out. And so the first bag, which has become my like everyday staple, just like I can't stop wearing this bag, it's the only bag I wanna use, is this vintage Miu Miu little hobo bag that I got on the Real a couple weeks back. And I just love it. It's like big, it's really easy. It has a little tie on top that you can have as a bow or not. And I love it. It's got brown suede and brown like pebble leather bottom. So there's a little more, what's the word? Like it's a little tougher on the bottom for, you know, just like being stronger. And because I feel like suede can sometimes get like be kind of sensitive and get kind of beat up. But I cannot stop wearing this bag, and like I feel like this bag has like really quickly kind of become my like signature piece. I feel like I've been thinking a lot more about like kind of signature pieces and like trendy versus stylish, and I'm probably gonna do a video talking about like being trendy versus being stylish. And I feel like this piece is kind of everything I've wanted in a bag. Like it feels very effortless because of like the slouchy hobo shape and the suede. But it's kind of playing with textures and has these little details like the tie on the strap, contrast stitching, and the pebble leather and suede kind of contrast that just make it feel a little bit unique, a little bit more interesting than if it was just like a plain suede hobo. So bag number one, I love it and I can't stop wearing this. And then bag number two is actually my work bag, this one, because the other piece of this is I have to be going into the office like a couple days a week, 2 or 3 days a week, and so I need to be able to have like business casual outfits that still feel like me, kind of mixed into this little capsule. And so figuring out how to have a mix of my kind of like go-to casual pieces and like office pieces. And so this bag is my work bag, but also I use it for like not work, just going out and about. It's this turquoise Cynthia Rowley bag I thrifted a couple months ago. Has gold hardware, super slouchy, normal leather, and then this like croc embossed strap and bottom. It's really, really big, so it can fit like a laptop, notebooks, all of that for work. And I just really like this color because I don't really have anything else that is this color in my wardrobe, but I feel like this goes really well with like maroons and reds and pinks to kind of like contrast. And also I love this with a brown. And so those are colors that I know I have a lot of in my wardrobe. And so I think this little pop of teal can make some outfits a little bit more interesting, feel a little bit less predictable than if I were to just go for the brown bag. So those are the two bags I have. And then I have 3 pairs of shoes. The first are my maroon gazelles from forever ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, that are starting to fall apart, which breaks my heart. Like the bottoms are starting to just get really worn. Got these at the thrift store. I love the colorway. They're maroon and purple, so they add a little bit of interest. Gum sole, love a gum sole. And I like the way these look with either bag. So that was one of my kind of like requirements, was I want to make sure I like all the shoes with all the bags. And these don't feel too matchy with either of the bags because they have like the maroon and purple, but they have a little gum sole that can tie in with the contrast stitch of the brown bag if I want to feel a little more matchy. And oh, also if you see little rainbow things, it's because there's these weird stickers on the window here, and I don't know how to take them off. So just try and ignore the rainbows. Then the other pair of shoes are these little black ballet flats, super classic. They're Clarks. I added this little elastic strap so that they would feel more like a Mary Jane. And it also helps them like stay tighter to my foot, because I think these are a wide fit technically. And yeah, these are just really easy, really cute. These I can wear for work really easily. I can also wear my sneakers if I have a more dressed up rest of the outfit. But yeah, just easy to grab, really comfy because they're Clarks, and just a solid little pair of ballet flats. Whoop. And then the last pair of shoes are a pair of boots, but one second because I need to find them. All right, so these are the boots, and I got these in the Tibby sale, and I am obsessed with them. They are like this really minimal Western brown boot. They have like the very Western heel, but I like that they have this little like lip kind of going around the sole. They feel very refined. I can definitely wear these to work, and I love them. So these are my little pair of boots for the next couple weeks, and I probably need to get rubber put on like the toe box, but I literally haven't worn them yet, just to like try on around the house. But they have a little pointed toe, little Western accents, but overall the design is very, very simple, very classic, and I love the color brown they are. And I just love like these together as like a little contrast. I think that's so fun. But yes, so last pair of shoes, little boots. Love this with like dresses, shorts, and also just like with trousers for work, or even with jeans and like a button up for work, I think would also be really cute. And it's just good to have, or with skirts, but it's just good to have a nice pair of boots. I like the low heel, so they feel more versatile than like a really high heeled boot. All right, so those are all the shoes and the bag. So now let's actually talk about, let's start with bottoms, because I feel like whenever I think about an outfit, I always go bottom to top, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the bottoms really set the vibe for an outfit. So I got all the clothes that I want to have in the little capsule, so now we can just run through them. So starting with bottoms, I have these super comfy little like yoga pant cargo capris that I thrifted originally from Jockey in this like little butter yellow. Just really comfy, like we're moving, they're lightweight for when I want something that's just easy, legitimately the least effort, but it's in a fun color, has a little pocket to keep things interesting, be a little bit funky. Then I have these little cotton like cream colored elastic shorts. They have pockets on the sides and like a little butt pocket, and I just love these because it's really hot out and these are really lightweight, really, really comfortable with the elastic waist. And like I have been so into like monochrome-ish, monochrome-esque looks that are like white, tan, off-white, beigey, even like little grays kind of mixed in. And I just love an off-white short, and especially styled in those ways. And so I have a lot of ideas for kind of dressing these up, dressing these down. Then for things that I can wear to work, pretty much the rest of the bottoms I can wear to work in one way or another. First is the one skirt that I have, and it's this vintage express, like mesh, double layer, kind of almost like crocodile texture print in brown. And also with all the bottoms, I tried to have everything be like a different color, so that, or a different color and or different like fabrication texture, so that there's some variety there to kind of mix and match and to add dimension to different looks. So this, like I said, super stretchy double layer mesh in brown. I've been so into brown. Like I love this with the teal bag, also with the dark brown bag to kind of tone it down. And so easy to pair with just like a tank top, a t-shirt, whether it's like a solid t-shirt for going to work and maybe the little flats or boots, or even doing just like a big sweater over it, maybe a cardigan. And then for something a little more casual, maybe like a graphic tee and sneakers, just like, again, super comfortable, elastic waist, stretchy skirt, but can be elevated and worn to work and all of that really easily. And then the next thing are these little black trouser capris. They do have a drawstring waist, but they're made out of a trouser pant material, so they're kind of in between like a trouser and an athleisure. I think these are the only black bottoms. Yeah, these are the only black bottoms I have, and I am really happy to wear these to work with like a button down and some ballet flats. I think is a really easy way to do it, or just like a sweater, ballet flats, and a good bag. Just like capris are so easy to wear. You feel a little bit more covered up, but you're not as hot as like with a full-on pair of pants. And yeah, I just feel like capris, especially little trouser capris, are such an easy way to make a like business casual outfit feel a little bit more like trendy fashion right now, you know? And I just have been really, really loving capris, and like, again, doing a monochrome look with like this and like a black tank top, or, oh shit, that is the one thing that I didn't find. I'll grab that in a minute. But this with like a black tank top, or even like I have this navy blue baby tee, something like that with the black flats, and just letting it be really simple, really sleek. And yeah, but these can also be worn in like an athleisure way with like sneakers and a baby and like a graphic tee. So little black capris. Then I have my gray trousers that are in between kind of like a straight leg and like the slightest boot cut. They have these fun little silver hardware, like flap closure. They're mid-rise. These are like my most worn trousers. They kind of work all year round because they're like a lightweight, kind of stretchy material, really good, solid, just like charcoal gray. Sorry, trying to keep it out of the rainbows. And they're really easy to wear to work, but also just like to wear cute for myself, like going out and about. So for work, the way that I wear these most of the time is just like with a little baby tee. Like baby tee and trousers is my go-to work outfit, with like either sneakers if it's a more casual day, or like a pair of flats, or like loafers or something like that, even the boots for like being a little bit more dressed up. Also just pairing it with like a cardigan or a little sweater, because I know at least in my office the AC is always blasting, and so like whenever I try to just wear a t-shirt to work, I'm always way too cold, so I always have to have a sweater. So yeah, these little gray trousers, easy to dress up, dress down, really just depending on the top. And then the last pair of bottoms I have are these Levi's. So I think they're modern Levi's, and were just like a sample that was donated to the Goodwill near me, because they don't have like a style number in them, and they had a weird tag with like a barcode in the pocket. They seemed like brand new when I got them, but they're just these light wash, wide leg, like mid-rise. But what's cool is they have this drawstring inside, so they can also be made to be high-rise if you like cinch in the waist a little bit with the inner drawstring. But I've been mostly wearing them like mid to low rise. Super, super comfortable. Just like a really good light wash jean, and I love light wash jeans for the summer. Like it makes, I don't know, it just makes the jeans feel much more summery in the lighter wash. And I can definitely get away with wearing these to work with like a sweater and some flats or boots, or like a button down, again, with like a nicer shoe. Honestly, even a button down and sneakers and like a decent bag if it's like a more chill day. But you know, like jeans and a t-shirt is just like the easiest, the easiest outfit, or jeans and a tank top for this time of year. And then just kind of playing with the shoes and bags to decide how formal or casual I want it to go. But yeah, just like a good solid pair of jeans. And these have really, really become my go-to. They're so comfortable. The fit is like perfect. And yeah, so those are the last bottoms. I don't know where my black tank top is, but I'll put a picture of it, and then I'll have it in the outfits. Maybe I can find it. Well, let's talk about the other tops first, and then I'll look for the black tank top. First one is this little navy baby tee that is actually originally from the Gap kids section. I have been so into navy in the last year because it feels like a softer neutral. Like I feel like navy, brown, and gray are these kind of softer neutral colors, so you're not doing a really high contrast like black and white. But navy, easy way to have a little bit of like different levels of depth in an outfit if you pair it with black or brown or white or any of these other neutral colors. And so this is probably like one of the most versatile pieces in this whole thing, because it is just so easy to wear. Like this with the little cream shorts for like the slightest sailor reference with the navy and white, maybe paired with the sneakers to be casual, or with the boots for something a little bit more fun. And then I have white baby tee, thicker. This is a much thicker material, definitely harder to wear like day to day when it's really hot out, but is really good for if you're gonna be inside in an AC environment. And honestly, like I can't not have a white t-shirt. It's like my most reached for item in my wardrobe forever. And then I have this little light pink high neck tank top, originally from Aritzia, that I got in the sale last year. This is kind of see-through, so it's annoying. I have to wear, I only have one bra that like doesn't show up under it, but I love how pale the little pink of this is, and like love contrasting this with red, or like wearing this with the maroon gazelles. So you have this like pink and red kind of talking moment, little contrast. But I think, again, I feel like this is something that I would wear with pretty much any of the bottoms. Like with the cream shorts, I feel like you can still get away with being like monochrome adjacent because it's such a pale pink. And then the pink with the brown bag, or the pink with the brown bag, I just like love that color combo. But also the pink with the teal bag, I feel like is very, very like a Y2K color combo to me. And yeah, so I feel like, again, most of these tops are like pretty simple, but it's like the little like rib texture and pale pink color of this one that make it feel really unique and like worth having in the little capsule. Then the one graphic tee I have is this little gray Myrtle Beach block print baby tee. Has like these fun little numbers. I just love the colorway, the pale gray with the navy and the red. This feels very, again, like old school kind of prep to me, like old J. Crew vibes. Again, originally from the kids section, and the fit of it is perfect. And I think like this is gonna be my number one way to dress down any of the like work adjacent bottoms. So like the trousers, maybe the brown skirt, just to like make them feel more casual, doing this with that, and maybe some sneakers to tone it down. Or if I wanna have fun, doing a little bit more of a contrast, doing this, bottoms, and maybe the boots, or even the flats, I think can be really, really fun, really easy. And I just feel like a graphic baby tee is such an easy way to bring some contrast into an outfit, especially because this has little numbers. Like the slightest hint of like a sporty vibe is, yeah, just, again, it just has the little extra dimension to make it feel worthwhile having in here. Then the last shirt I have is this blue and white striped button up, originally from Durf Avenue. It's their famous shirt, has a little split in the back. Really, really easy to wear. I haven't been reaching for button-ups as much, but I feel like they're so easy in the summer because you're like more covered, but it's lightweight enough that you're not like so hot. And I love doing this with like the light wash jeans for a, like, again, almost monochrome look. Even though this is like a blue and white and they're pale blue from far away, this kind of just looks like a pale blue. And so playing with that, but you have the different texture with the stripe when you get a little bit closer. And also pairing this with the little like cream shorts for just like an easy kind of like beachy look. Just make it very casual, very easy breezy vibes. And then the last top that I don't know where it is right now, but I'm gonna find before I do the outfits, is my black high neck tank top. It's kind of like shiny, originally from Kukai, super stretchy, boat neck. I'll put a picture of it. It is one of my favorite tank tops. And again, for doing a monochrome look with black capris, it's also, the material is kind of like dressed up enough or elevated enough that I feel like I can wear that to work with a little sweater over it. So like even doing that with the trousers, maybe black flats, brown bag, and a sweater, I think works really well. Now for the actual sweaters I have this roll neck J. Crew. I don't know how old J. Crew, I don't think it's that old, but it has a fun little tag that I got at a Goodwill by the pound years and years ago. Just like slightly off-white, super classic fit, just like a really cozy, really easy, 100% cotton sweater. It's a pretty heavy cotton, so it's good for when it's colder out, maybe nighttime, maybe a rainy day. And again, doing this with the little cream shorts for a monochrome vibe, or wearing this with the trousers for work. It's just one of the sweaters that I always kind of come back to. Like this sweater is never really out of style, but also never super trendy, because I think it's just such a classic piece. It's just kind of like exempt from a lot of the trend cycles, but it has the details like the little roll neck and roll hem that make it a little bit more interesting. The color that isn't quite like a super bright white, but just almost like this faded, kind of like aged off-white. And like this, again, with the jeans and the flats, is like such an easy classic, feels very like Reformation-y to me look with the brown bag, or using it as a base for something with a little more going on. Maybe doing this with the brown skirt, sneakers, and like the teal bag, or this with even like the yellow capri, like yoga pants. sneakers and the teal bag. So you have like a little bit of color going on and just really using this as the base if it's a colder day. And then the last sweater I have is this little Angora red cardigan. This is really, really warm. So this is really only for like indoors, AC, or a colder day or colder night. But it's such a good cardigan and I just really love a pop of red. So I had to include it. And again, right now I feel like, and I feel like it's so annoying for me to say this, but I've been thinking about it recently. I feel like I'm getting really over things that, and I guess we all are, that become really trendy. And I feel like now I'm starting to see, like, even as these trends are first hitting or first starting, it's like this one styling trick or this one piece. I like get over it before I even see it all over the place, because I'm like, oh, I know that we're gonna all get sick of so soon. So like even what I thought was really cute and like still think is really cute of just doing the top cardigan button up, I am already feeling, I don't want to say like cringy about it, but just like I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. That seems like so obvious. So what I've been doing now, because of my individuality complex, is instead of doing the top button, I'll just do like the second and third buttons. So you're still kind of playing with the way that you're buttoning up the sweater, but it's not in this way that feels so Pinterest. I don't want to say try hard, but like it just feels really done. And I don't know, it doesn't feel as unique. So maybe doing all three of the top buttons and then like leaving the bottom open, or just again doing the second and third buttons or just the second buttons to kind of play with how you're layering with the little cardigan. And again, this cardigan I feel like is so good for work. It's such an easy pop of color. And like this with the pink, so you have the red and the pink contrast, or this just over like the black tank top or the white t-shirt so that you're not freezing in the AC. And then even this like as a top itself on a colder day with like the cream colored shorts, maybe the brown boots and the brown bag, so that it's like kind of this fall palette with the summery shorts that still make you feel like you're in the summer, even if it's like a colder, rainier day. And then the last two pieces that I have in the little capsule are dresses. The first one is this polka dot realization par slip dress that I got a couple years ago and still really love. It is like the lightest weight and almost looks see-through, like it looks see-through when you are just holding it up, but for some reason when you're wearing it, it's not. But it's like the most flattering dress. It's such lightweight silk. It's a natural fiber, so it doesn't feel crazy hot. And I just love the polka dots, like especially for this summer. I also feel like this yellow isn't a color that I always reach for, so having this piece and like being able to use the dress also like at the skirt by layering a t-shirt or a tank top or sweater over it, or even layering it like on top of the white t-shirt to wear for work, and then doing that with like nice flats. So that is the first dress. And then the second dress I have is this cobalt blue little linen like boat neck mini dress. It's very much like a shift dress right now, but I want to add a couple little ribbons in the back so that I can cinch it and make it a little more fitted on the waist. But it's just so easy. I love this kind of cobalt blue. I feel like especially with the maroon sneakers, it's just a fun contrast, like a different way of doing a red, white, and blue that doesn't feel so obvious, and then using the brown bag to tone it down a little bit, but also layering this like under the white sweater so you have that little blue poking out, and then maybe doing that with like the brown boots for a colder day. And yeah, so I think those are all the pieces that I'm like counting in the capsule, and then I have a couple extra little like accessories that I am giving myself as bonus items because they don't take up that much room, and I think they make the styling give me a lot more styling options. The first one is this super chunky pearl necklace that I thrifted recently. That is just, again, really easy to like dress up a graphic tee, play with the contrast of that, but also like with the cardigan, it is like a new take on such an old school pairing. And then I also have this navy little silk scarf that's like about the size of a bandana that I'll just wear in my hair. Can also do as a headband really easily, and the navy just kind of ties into the color scheme that we have over here already. And then the last little accessory that I am giving myself as a bonus is this polka dot scarf that has been kind of wrecked from stuff bleeding because I stuck it in the wash when I should have just hand washed it cold. But alas, I still really love the pattern of it. The polka dot is so fun, and it feels like such an easy way to like add interest to an outfit. And like I've seen so many cute people doing like this. Like obviously my hair isn't in the best way to do this, but like this with big sunglasses, and this is the perfect size scarf if I want to do that. I can also like roll it up and use it as a belt for like a little bit of pattern, texture, intrigue. And yeah, so that is the whole little capsule for summer, kind of going for like tapping into some old school prep, minimal 90s, as well as like a little bit of like Pinterest vibes with, you know, the little silk scarf, the graphic tee, the snake print skirt, like these little elements that make it feel unique, interesting, just like fun enough that I am not going to be really bored by all the outfits and having to wear the same pieces. And I think there's a lot of really cool ways to pair these different things. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, like it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because I like want to see you next time. And yeah, thanks so much, and bye.